home builders are at it again, guys. And I cannot make this stuff up. Home builders, no matter how much they try, they continue to still try to trick consumers into believing that they're getting a good deal.
Aha! A trick!
And unfortunately, guys, this day is no different. We're gonna jump right into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, because this information, it could save you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, let's jump into it. It says, housing market slump gives home builders no choice but to offer aggressive mortgage rate buydowns, guys. Now, if you haven't been following my videos, guys, listen, we know what these home builders are doing. They are coming around saying,
hey, look, we're gonna go ahead and do a mortgage buydown because we know that's the reason why you don't want to buy our homes. It's not because they're overpriced and, you know, they're made out of shoddy material. No.
That can't be the reason. It's because you can't afford the monthly payment. Now, they're insulting you guys as intelligent by making it believe that they can sell you an overpriced home, and all they have to do is make the rate attractive enough for you to buy the overpriced home. Isn't that crazy? But that's what they're thinking. And unfortunately, guys, this isn't bad behavior from the home builders. They have done this. We've talked about them offering you refrigerators, offering you Applebee gift cards, you know, steakhouse gift cards. They're offering you everything but the one thing you want: lower priced homes, affordable homes.
Now!
They won't give you that, but they'll give you everything else. The second half of 2022 saw Red House U.S. housing market thrust into an abrupt and sharp slowdown. Well, of course that happened because interest rates are continuing to go up. And guys, listen, with the Fed coming up on its next rate hike, and I think it's going to be a rate hike. I know a lot of people are saying, pivot, it's going to be a pivot. They are going to continue to raise the rates up. It may be a 0.25%, but it's still going up. They have to fight inflation. So that's what stopped demand from everybody going and trying to buy as many houses as they possibly could because the low interest rate.
It's time to stop!
The home builders are thinking to themselves,
if that's the reason why the housing market stopped, because you couldn't make your mortgage payments, then hey, no problem. I'll fix that for you.
Low interest rates for you. Then happened when the mortgage rate spiked from 3 to 6% to more like 7. Home prices skyrocketed over 40% during the pandemic housing boom. We know this, but now you look at places like Austin, Boise, and some of these other places that are considered boom towns. Now they're seeing drastic drops. Austin probably is down 20%. We're looking at Las Vegas, down. We're looking at all these other places that Boise, down. All of these places, values have creeped back down. And if you bought at the highest peak,
it's fun to do bad things.
Now, if you bought at the highest peak, you're really feeling the pain. And let me ask you this, guys. If you bought $200,000 over and your price of your home is down $150,000 and you got a good 4% rate, does it really matter when you now are negative equity? And it may take you, I don't know, 10 to 15 years to even get back up to that $150. What did you really gain? Oh, I know what you gained. You just gained paying interest, but you didn't get anything in equity at all. You actually lost money probably over the years because inflation is eating it up all the way up to that point. It's a little tough. I know. Listen, it's the truth, guys. It's unfortunate, but it is the truth. And that's what we're here for, to tell you exactly what the truth is.
Like and subscribe.
But here is a key component, guys, that I want you to look at what these home builders are doing. Unlike existing home sellers who can wait out the storm, U.S. home builders have an historical number of units in their backlog. Remember, when demand stopped, all of these builders had a bunch of units, a bunch of homes that they still have to sell. And so what are they going to do to entice you to sell it? It says they have no choice but to sweeten the deal to new buyers in 2023. And their incentive of choice is aggressive mortgage rate buydowns. Not the incentive of choice is bringing down the price. It's aggressive rate mortgage buydowns, guys. So long that your mortgage payments are within the range that you want, you will buy it. That's what they're thinking, and that's what they're hoping for. Hence the reason why they're saying,
we're not gonna drop the price. We're gonna keep the price. Matter of fact, we're gonna even raise the price.
because a mortgage rate buydown costs them money. And if they can include it in the price, are they really losing money? I have seen some builders even inch up the price on individuals, go from $250,000, $260,000, right? That $10,000 is just enough for them to do a mortgage buydown. But here's the thing, you're paying for it. Not only are you paying for it in the price, but you're also financing it and you're paying interest on that. So now you're actually, when you look at the numbers, you're actually paying more than what the actual mortgage rate buydown costs because you have to pay interest on it.
It's trash.
Now, guys, this portion is extremely important. How do mortgage rate buydowns work? Essentially, builders pay lenders a lump sum of money in order to reduce mortgage rates for prospective buyers. For example, a builder might offer a 2-1 rate buydown. I did a video on that, in which mortgage rates are reduced from say 6 to 4%. And based on the agreement, the rate would increase each year after by 1% point until it reaches 6. Let me repeat that one more time. And I'm gonna try to do this in layman terms. So you're telling me that the home builder is going to do a mortgage rate buydown for me, but it's only temporary?
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So I'm gonna still overpay for a home, and then they're gonna do a mortgage rate buydown that's temporary, so they don't have to pay a big number for an actual buydown. They're gonna pay for a temporary buydown that costs them less, but then charge you more for the home in itself. Guys, well, that's the end of the show, and yeah. I mean, does this even make sense? Does this make sense? They're going to give you a temporary buydown and they're going to increase the purchase price. In most cases, it's still going to be an overpriced home. You're overpaying for a home and a temporary buydown.
This needs to stop now.
And listen, this is very typical of what they're doing. And this is the reason why it's so important for you to watch videos like this, guys, is because they're going to try to catch you with all the mumbo jumbo. We can do accounting tricks and lender tricks all day long and make it seem to give you what you want. You want a monthly mortgage that's lower? We'll make that work.
Got him!
But at the end of the day, you end up paying more for it than you could even imagine. When you see that number at the very end of how much you paid, I can almost guarantee you lose out on that scenario. But here's one way you won't lose out. If you demand price reduction. You don't have to worry about all of this maneuvering, quantum physics with the math. You don't have to worry about that. It's really simple. I want to buy that home that you have, the builder that you have, that you were trying to oversell for $300,000. I want to buy that for $200,000. I want to get that for $250,000, $210,000, whatever the price is, but you want it to get reduced. In some cases, can I get both of those? Can I get the reduced price and can I get that temporary mortgage rate buydown? If you can get both of those, then great. But here's the thing, they won't offer you that, guys, that. They're gonna offer you the rate buydown and still keep the price super high.
It's an unfair game.
The unaffordable price, we're gonna make it temporary affordable for you. Although 2-1 temporary rate buydowns is frequently used to make offers more enticing, Bachman says consumers are favoring full-term buydowns. Well, duh. That's what I'm talking about. Why are we doing these temporary buydowns where there are full buydowns? And even if they gave me a full buydown, guys, we're not doing that. We're sitting on the sidelines with a purpose, and we're not taking these buydowns with overpriced homes. And I know some of these realtors out here will tell you,
I think that you should take this deal. This is probably the last deal that you're gonna get in your lifetime that's this good. Because from this point on, prices are gonna go through the roof, and this is your last scenario. You either buy now or you pay 2 to 3 times more than what it is right now.
That's what some realtors will tell you. They're gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you. And they're gonna try to get you with the FOMO. You better buy now or else. And this is my thing. This is my thing. At the end of the day, your situation is your situation. And if you have to buy, then, you know, do what you have to do for you and your family. But a lot of people that watch my videos have time to wait. They're not in a rush. And this is my point. If you have time to buy, why rush this process? Then one of the biggest purchases in your life, why rush it? Why not see this thing out and see what's going to happen? Everything is going down the trail. I don't know how many videos I have done previously and said this is going to happen and this is going to. I'm not saying I'm always right. I guarantee you I get more things wrong than a lot of people, right? I make mistakes all the time. But I can tell you this, when somebody is telling you we're going to do whatever we have to do to fight inflation and they control where interest rates go, and I've said it multiple times before this even happened, if interest rates go up, demand will come down. All of those things have happened. So if you have time on your side, just be cautious. Why wouldn't you just say,
You know what? I'm gonna see this thing out, and if it gets to a certain point, then I'll jump it back in the market. If it goes the other way, then I'll jump in the market.
But for you to be pressured into doing something like right now, if you don't do it right now, then you're gonna lose. That's where you lose. There are a bunch of realtors that in my comment section that come and say, Orlando, I would never tell my client that. And that's great. There are a lot of realtors that are good realtors, but there are a bunch of bad realtors out there too that are trying to force you to make a decision this minute, this hour, this second. If you don't do it now, you lose.
I disagree.
Anyway, I've rambled on and on and on about that subject. At the end of the day, do what's best for you and your family. But these builders, this is the reason why I love making videos like this, to give you an insight of what to read in between the lines, guys. These guys are playing, accounting trickery on you, being mathematician, doing statistics and probability, and they're doing business in a way where they will always win. And I'm just trying to tell you, focus on price before you focus on any of these incentives when it comes to mortgage rate buydowns. Price comes first, guys. Price comes first. So once again, you will not get all of your information off of this one video, guys. I need you to watch this video here. It'll let you know about the housing market, financial news, and get into your first rental property, guys. I will see you on the next one. Thanks.